So, what's with all these small RGB lights? Stick around and we'll take a look. Hi, and welcome to the Gadget Talk channel, where we do reviews and how-tos on a variety of gadgets that catch my eye. As always, if you find this video helpful, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Gadget Talk channel. Over the past 2 years or so, I've reviewed several RGB lights used on both cameras and lighting stands. Those first and still available models were about 2.5 by 4.5 inches and cost about $100. Since then, those pocket-sized models have come down in price and a new form factor has gained popularity. The Kamisafe RGB light is one of those new 2.5 by 2.5 inch models that can be had for about $20 US. I need to let you know that Kamisafe provided this light for this review, but they don't have any approval rights to the review. This little light is packed with 40 LEDs to control white colors and another 20 LEDs for RGB effects. It comes with a 200 milliamp hour rechargeable battery and is rated at 800 lux. The advertised battery life is 2 hours at max brightness and 10 hours at minimum brightness. It also has a magnet on the back for additional mounting options. One of the things I find amazing about these small RGB lights is that they include nearly all the same functions of the larger, more expensive RGB lights. Let's take a quick look at those. First is CCT, or correlated color temperature. This mode allows you to set the color temperature of your white color in degrees Kelvin. Lower temperatures produce warm hues. This allows you to use your RGB light on your camera to provide a key or fill light that matches the lighting in the room or outdoor space. For example, to fill in some shadows on a subject's face in a fireside setting, a low temperature warm hue like 2500 Kelvin would produce a matching light color that blends in with the room's ambient lighting. The same thing applies outdoors. In that case, you dial up a much higher temperature, such as 56 or 6000 or even higher, to produce a light that matches the more bluish tints on a sunny day. This light will produce lighting up to 9000 Kelvin degrees. The next mode is the RGB mode. In this mode, you can select from a range of 360 colors. When portrayed in a circle, colors at 12 o'clock or near 1 degree are red. They shift to green as you move toward 90 degrees. The greens give way to blue near 180 degrees, and the blues turn from purple back to red as you again approach the 360 degree or 12 o'clock point. When variations in brightness are considered, the number of colors we perceive is huge, so that these little lights have the potential to display millions of colors. This mode allows you to accomplish very interesting creative effects, not only on your subject, but also on your background. As you see in these photos, color washing an item or a person can result in a dramatic image. As seen here, RGB lights can paint a neutral colored room for an equally dramatic effect. The last mode included on the Kamisafe light is what's called the effects mode. In this mode, you can select from 13 pre-programmed effects that make use of both color, temperature, and RGB modes. For example, There's a candlelight mode that uses a warm hue with slow flickers to simulate candles burning at a romantic dinner. A similar mode uses that same effect with brighter lights and faster flickers to simulate a campfire or a fireplace. Other modes include police, fire, and ambulance lights, TV flicker, and paparazzi flashes. These settings can help set the scene for the story you're trying to tell. So, with that brief overview, let's take a look at the device and some of the settings in action. Okay, so there's not a lot that comes with the light. It's just a small, easy-to-use tool. It has a user's manual that's just a trifold kind of thing that labels all of the buttons. It comes with a Class C type USB, some specifications. Here's a list of the various effects that the RGB or the effect mode will do, and then some information for you to copy down warranty stuff if you're so inclined. So let's take a look at the light itself. It's got a nice frosted diffuser type face to it. On the bottom, it's got a cold shoe mount that'll screw down tight. And then it's got slide-in mounts on the top and on the sides so that you can cluster these if you'd like, or add another cold shoe mounting thing to mount a microphone or some other attachment here to the light. Now let's go to the back of it, which is where the controls are. Here is the Class C input that is for charging the device. This has got a left and right selector button here. This is the select mode, and then this is the mode select, and I'll point out the difference of what I mean by that. And then of course here we've got kind of the range of colors on this little decal, along with some icons that represent the various effect modes that are available here. Here's the on-off switch, so let's turn it on. And so here we can see that it's kind of blue. It's showing blue right there. I'm going to press the select or S button to move the light. It highlights the 45 right there. And then I'm going to drive that light intensity down using the right and left buttons there. So, and then if I want to change move the highlighted to the other side, I press the S button again, and then now I can change the color of the light. Hopefully you can see it changing color. It's going up now to 276 degrees. So this is the RGB mode. You can tell it's starting to turn red again. Now we're up into the 300s. Again, it's got a red hue to it. And then we've got a deep red now, and then we'll go up to 360. Now we're at 0 or 1 degree. Again, that's red. So let me, with this low intensity, turn the face of the light towards you and roll through those again so that you can see them more clearly, not just here on the reflector. I've got the intensity set very low, and so I'm at 1 degree now, and so I can just pressing the button. I'm moving now, it's turning to green, deep green, blue, deep blue, purple, and then now it's back to red. So that's how the RGB mode works. Let's change modes by pushing the M button right here, and now that changes to the effects mode. I'm not going to go into that right now. I want to do the CCT mode next. So again, I'm going to use the S button and change the percent, highlight the percent. I'm going to drive the percent down so it's not so bright. And you can see then that I'm on 2500 Kelvin. So that's a nice warm yellowish kind of tone. And we'll work through that just like I did with the RGB in just a second. So I can change that as you watch here kind of on the reflection. 26, 28, 32. It's gotten noticeably more gray. 4,000. 5,600 is very similar to what you would see outside. 6,000 again is an outdoor, turning kind of bluish. 7,200, 7,800, moving on up all the way up to 9,000 Kelvin. So I'm going to move this over again and draw the intensity down, and we'll face up. Hopefully it won't blow out the camera here. And so we're going to run down starting from 9,000 Kelvin. You can see it's turning it more yellow. Again, more yellow. That means a lower Kelvin. And we're at the lowest end, 2,500. So the controls work pretty easily. The on-off switch, the various modes. The next mode, let's take a quick look at the effects mode. And so we've got the effects mode. This is a mode here that you can see it just rotates through the colors. So it's purple, red, green, blue. To change modes, now I've got kind of a fireworks effect, a blue light and flashing. This effect is called laser. This is lightning. So it's just kind of random bluish strobes or bluish white light. This supposed to represent a broken light bulb. Here is TV. It just kind of flutters a little bit as if light and dark were flashing across your TV. This is candle, so you can see it's much warmer. It flickers a little bit. This is fire, so the colors change a little bit of green flows in there. It flashes more frequently and the intensity is a little higher. This is fireworks. This is a police car, so it's got flashing red and blue. This is the fire truck, so it's red and white. This is the ambulance. So it's got a blue flashing light. And then this is, they call the SOS mode, and it just taps out the Morse code for SOS, 3 dits, 3 DAs, 3 dits. So those are the modes that are available here on the Kamisafe light. It's how you activate them. And the last thing I just want to point out right down here is that this portion of the case is magnetic. So you can attach this to a light pole. You could attach it to some other metal surface and kind of stick it out of the way to provide some interesting lighting effects without the light necessarily being within the camera frame. So there we go. We've got the description and all of the major functions here of this little Kamisafe RGB light. These little RGB lights are amazingly versatile and effective for lights at this price point. I haven't had this light very long, so I can't speak to longevity, but in terms of functionality, this little RGB light from Kamisafe is a worthwhile addition to your camera's kit bag. Again, if you found this video helpful, please click the thumbs up button below the video and subscribe to the Gadget Talk channel. Click the bell icon to be notified when I post new videos. Thanks for watching.